The first story happened when he was 17 years old. Although this traditional divine event has been abandoned for hundreds of years, we can still imagine what a grand event it was from the remaining ancient books and oral accounts of our ancestors. There were crowds of people on both sides of the street. The nobles were talking and laughing on the high buildings. The royal warriors were majestic and clearing the way in armor. The girls were dancing, and their snow-white hands sprinkled a rain of flowers all over the sky. I don't know which is more beautiful, people or flowers. Melodious music came from the golden carriage, floating over the entire imperial city. At the end of the guard of honor, 16 white horses with golden bridles pulled the Watai in parallel. In the heavenly sacrifice tour, the Yushan warrior will wear a golden mask, dress in gorgeous clothes, hold a sword, and play the role of the first martial god of the 1,000 years, who subdues demons and monsters, the Shenwu Emperor Zhangwen. However, that day, an accident happened. At that time, the martial god on the Watai was about to kill the demon with a sword. At this time, a child fell from the tower. People only had time to see a bird-like white shadow flying up against the sky, and the prince had already landed safely with the child in his arms. The golden mask fell, revealing the young and handsome face behind the mask. The people were jubilant, but the imperial masters of the royal dojo had a headache. Ominous, true ominous. The imperial masters were so weary that they thought about it and invited the prince to come. They asked him to face the wall for a month to show his repentance. He didn't have to face the wall for real. Just a gesture would be enough. He said, saving people is not a bad thing. How can God punish me for doing the right thing? Then God is wrong. Why should the right one apologize to the wrong one? This prince is such a person. So, although the imperial masters were in pain, they said, you know nothing. Legend has it that there is a bridge called Yinayan Bridge in the south of the Yellow River, and the ghost has been wandering on this bridge for many years. If you answer incorrectly, you will be swallowed by the ghost. However, no one knows what the correct answer is. So over the years, this ghost has swallowed countless pedestrians. The ghost appeared, and it was as gloomy and terrifying as the rumors said. It asked the prince the first question, and the prince smiled and answered, this world. Good luck. The first question was answered incorrectly. This battle was so fierce that the sky was dark. The prince was a martial arts master, and the ghost was even more brave and terrifying. One man and one ghost fought on the bridge for almost a day and a moon, and finally, the ghost was defeated. The prince said the famous 8 words, my body is in the hell, but my heart is in the paradise. The gods and immortals noticed this outstanding warrior when he jumped during the Lantern Festival. After seeing him at the bridgehead, an immortal asked the emperor, what do you think of this prince? That night, there was a strange phenomenon above the palace, and it was raining heavily. It is too difficult to achieve the right result. It takes talent, practice, and opportunity. It takes opportunity. The birth of a god is often a long journey of 100 years, and this prince is undoubtedly the favorite of heaven. He wants everything, he can get it. He wants to do everything, he can do it. He wants to ascend to become a god, and he really ascended to become a god at the age of 17. Until 3 years later, the fairy music was in chaos. The cause of the chaos was the tyranny of the ruler in the uprising of the rebels. However, although the world has been in flames, the priests of the heavens cannot intervene at will. Unless the demons and ghosts cross the border and invade, what should be done is what should be done. Imagine that there are disputes everywhere in the world, and everyone thinks they are right. If everyone goes up to intervene, today you support your homeland, and tomorrow he helps his descendants to avenge. Wouldn't it be that the gods will fight, and the sun and the moon will lose their light? In the case of the prince, it is even more necessary to avoid suspicion.